Meet entrepreneur Cosmo Fry.
Shut the f***, said, you know, honestly.
And ex-fashion editor Lulu Anderson.
How are you?
Cosmo and Lulu have lived a life of privilege, of country houses and celebrity friends. 7 years ago, they gathered together a group of investors, including actor John Malkovich, and turned a failing hotel into one of Condé Nast's 25 coolest hotels in the world. But running a hotel isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Oh, God.
I haven't got my hard hat thing.
Now, Cosmo and Lulu have decided to risk their homes and their relationship on their dream project.
Lulu this morning said she wanted ceramic tile. I nearly punched her.
I tell you, it is chaos here.
Look at the thing done. I made one specially.
It's an ambitious £5 million development that seems doomed from the very beginning.
What is the reality? Why will it get better?
I think what came out of the meeting was I was made to look a little bit stupid today. Incredibly annoying. Yeah, I wish to God I had have known earlier.
It's like Carry On Hotel, I tell you.
But God knows why we chose the hotel.
Cosmo Fry is the quintessential English gentleman.
Cosmo here.
A descendant of the world-famous Fry's chocolate dynasty, his CV is littered with harebrained schemes and failed marriages. The son of an inventor, Cosmo opened a Formica factory just as it went out of fashion, and still runs the eccentric business today. Lulu Anderson is former fashion editor of the Daily Telegraph. She knows all the right people and is a self-confessed design fanatic whose expensive taste is more than a match for Cosmo's wallet. Together, Cosmo and Lulu have decided to embark on a risky business venture which combines their passions. They want to open a new hotel which lives up to their idea of designer chic, but this time they want to buy a building and completely refurbish it to their own unique taste.
Would we leave the double?
Their search has taken them to the beautiful spa town of Cheltenham with its fantastic Georgian terraces and designer boutiques. And it's here that Cosmo and Lulu have found a building that they think will become the most desirable place around. A derelict 1970s tax office. They want to turn this concrete block into a 62-bedroom budget hotel that echoes the look and feel of their first hotel. Simple, stylish interiors filled with retro Formica furniture. A designer hotel fit for the rich and famous, which doesn't come with celebrity prices. The hotel in Cardiff nearly bankrupted the couple, and it took 2 years to turn a profit, which begs the question why they've decided to go through it all again. Back in Cosmo's country home, they're trying to work out just how much a new hotel will cost them, and it comes as a bit of a shock.
I have 30% of the business still. You have 7% of the business still. If we are to maintain the same status quo, then you need to find 50-odd thousand quid.
Right. Christ.
Okay. And I need to find £360,000.
You're not serious.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So what are you going to do? Mortgage this house?
I'm going to do exactly what you're going to do. I'm going to remortgage this house.
My problem is that we've kind of got all our eggs in one basket, and if something goes wrong, then we're both in it. You know, we lose this house, we lose my house in London, and then we've got nothing to fall back on.
Well, it's a risk.
If I'm not getting any rent.
It's a risk.
Because that's what I live off.
It's a calculated risk.
Cosmo may be the descendant of the former Fry's chocolate fortune, but the money is running out, and he's putting his home and Lulu's on the line to raise enough cash to fulfill their dream. Now, they need to convince their investors to do the same, or they'll have to rethink the whole thing.
Are you prepared?
Yeah, completely. Completely cool.
So what's the most important bit?
The schedule.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely confident I know what the schedule is at the moment.
I always get in trouble for something. Anyway, come on, let's go.
Their investors are some of the most successful businessmen in Britain, including publishing giant David Macmillan and Virgin Communications chairman Robert Devereux. They agree to back Cosmo and Lulu's dream to the tune of £5 million. To keep costs to a minimum, Cosmo and Lulu are going to project manage the entire development themselves. Never having done anything like this before, it's a decision that will put their lavish lifestyle on hold, and will be a decision they live to regret.
But I have to invest £3 for every £1 that I can get from my investors, all of whom, I can assure you John Markovich is much richer, all of whom are much richer than I am. Call me naive, but I didn't think I would need to go back to the bank and take a second mortgage out on this house.
The building work begins in May, with the opening date set for the 5th of November. That gives them just 6 months to complete the refurbishment, ambitious even for experienced developers. Any later, and it would be disastrous for the business, which will need to start generating revenue as soon as possible to pay back the huge amounts they've borrowed. By autumn, the building work appears to be facing delays. And as the opening date approaches, not only are they trying to project manage, but Cosmo is also determined to design and manufacture all the furniture for the 62-bedroom hotel at his own Formica factory. And Cosmo's hands-on approach is just another factor hampering the project.
To get the job finished on time, normally we don't have as much hands-on feel as we have with Cosmo.
Oh, I'm sure they're not used to a client being so hands-on, and I'm sure I don't make myself very popular as a result, but it's the way I've always been.
The 5th of November comes and goes, and the hotel is far from finished. A new handover date of the 20th of November is set 2 weeks later. With both Cosmo and Lulu's homes riding on the success of the project, this delay will cost thousands of pounds they can ill afford.
I've lost interest. I didn't want anything to do with it.